So yesterday I hijacked Haley's reading and ended up doing a collective reading, and it's not edited yet. So I decided that I'd do another reading today for the collective and just kind of take everybody's temperature where everybody is right now, because I feel like some really big breakthroughs are happening right now, but I don't feel like that anybody feels like they're in these big breakthroughs. I feel like everybody feels like we're in a very stuck energy. I feel like everybody feels like we're in a very confused energy. I feel like everybody feels like we're in a very not good place, like just in a vacuum almost. I've had a lot of things removed from my life, and I feel like a lot of people have had a lot of these tower moments over the last couple of months, and it's left a lot of space, and we feel like we don't know what to fill that space with. So I'm going to draw and kind of take the collective temperature, and the garbage man is coming, so you'll probably hear that because I'm on my porch. So I'm going to let him go by. I'm not even going to edit because, you know, this is the real deal shit. Like this is the real life. This is the no filter. This is how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw some cards, and we're going to talk about where the collective is right now. Spirit, I would love it if you would talk to me right now about where our collective is and what kind of energy we are headed towards in the next week or so. Kind of give everybody some perspective about what's actually happening. Right now, we're very much in the taking a breath moment. The butterfly, by the way, these are the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid. This is actually my very favorite deck. It was one of the very first decks that I ever got. So if you're interested in the deck, that's which deck it is. We're in butterfly energy right now. We're searching for the beauty. Sometimes things happen and we can see how they fall into place. Sometimes we can see it as it's happening and we go, that's really beautiful energy. But then sometimes all these things start to happen and it all seems bad. It all seems disruptive. It all seems uncomfortable. And we go, there's no silver lining to this. There's no bright side to this. And then sometimes years later, we can look back and say, oh, I understand why that happened. But I feel like right now, those of us who have done the work and understand that everything happens for a reason and that everything is a puzzle piece and that everything works together, I think we're all stepping back and going, where's the beauty in this? Maybe I was doing the wrong thing. Maybe I was believing the wrong thing. I think we're all in that questioning of our path at this point. And so if you're in that energy of questioning your path, know that you're not the only one. Know that there are a lot of the collective right now who are feeling this confusion. They're feeling this panic. They're feeling this emptiness and not understanding. One of the things that's really beautiful about this time right now is the mystery of it. I told someone earlier when I was talking to them on the phone that we're all in this energy of being tested. Your guides are kind of quiet right now. The universe is kind of quiet right now. And we're kind of in that panicked energy of show us a sign, show us we're going the right direction, and everything seems really quiet. And so we're having that fear coming up right now that maybe we were on the wrong path, maybe we were believing the wrong things, maybe we were just questioning. But the thing is that we're in that energy of the test. And the universe, your instructor, your teacher, is always going to be quiet during the test, because it's your time to show that you've integrated and really have learned the lessons that you say you've learned. We know it, book knowledge. We've done all the research. We've done all the hard work, but have we integrated it into our daily life? Can we put it into practice? And so right now the universe is asking us to prove that we are who we say we are. This has been a common theme for the last couple of months, is to prove that we are who we say we are. And so we're in that mystery kind of place where it's like, what have you learned? What can you show me? Show me what in practice that you can walk the talk, that you can't just, you don't just regurgitate it to clients or to friends or to family, to others around you, just on Facebook. This isn't your highlight reel. This is your real life. And is that the truth? Like, is this really your real life? Right now, we're still feeling in a massive amount of disruption. We are still shaking from some of those towers falling. Oh, my cards are gonna fly away. Did you see that? So we're still shaking from some of those tower moments. There's an extreme amount of disruption. And I don't really know how much longer this disruption is going to last, but it's not going to be long. We're going to be moving into a place of releasing and surrender and just understanding acceptance of what's happening and that it's all for our highest good. Our loyalties are being tested right now. See the dog, he's about loyalty, he's about truth, he's about, unconditional love, sincerity, but he's reversed. And there's a lot of people who have popped up in our lives right now who are not living the life that they and being the person that they say they are. It's not necessarily people that are meaning to deceive you. It's just they don't know how to be themselves. They have been people pleasing and pushing their own needs down, neglecting their self-love, neglecting their self-worth for so long that it honestly is just who they believe they are right now. And so the universe is really testing this. It's really pushing it forward and saying, no more. Weed out who you don't need in your life anymore. Weed out who doesn't resonate with your current vibration. And that doesn't mean they'll be gone forever. It just means they need to be gone for now. If they're meant to come back, if they do the work and they can really step out into being who they're meant to be, then they'll be allowed to come back once your vibrations match. And that goes for you too. If you're not being who you're meant to be with, those people are going to remove you too. And it's okay, because sometimes those are the people that were toxic that you should have been removing, that you refuse to remove because of family connections, or I've known them since high school, or spousal connections. You're going to find that the people who need to leave will leave on their own if you don't see them out. And it's not to be mean. It's for your own healing. It's for their own healing. You're just not meant to heal together right now. The outcome card that showed up is the Lady of the Lake. It's our absolute truth. It's our intuition, our soul. This is our barometer. Some of us feel like we don't know what we're doing right now. We don't know if we've been on the right path. We don't know if we're staying on the right path. You just have to trust right now. This is a strong time of faith. Some people are not seeing what they were trying to manifest in 3D right now. The reason for that is this. You were trying to manifest something into 3D and you feel like you're not seeing it. The universe is testing to make sure that you're really ready to accept that and not sabotage it. You're really ready to receive and accept it fully without making it a train wreck. So right now, you've manifested this thing, but other things are popping up to show you that you're not ready and to give you the lessons that will make you ready. So don't feel like it's not coming, like what you're manifesting is not happening. It is happening. These are the things, the precursor things that have to happen in order for you to have this. You just didn't know that you hadn't done the training yet. You didn't know that you weren't ready yet. So the 3 cards that fell were these. The deception and wisdom card. There are some things that are coming to the light that you're finding out are not true about yourself, that you've believed for a really long time. You've also been saying some things and walking or talking some things that you're not walking. Again, this is the test to show you that you need to integrate what you preach. If you're preaching some things and you realize that that's not how you're handling things in your real life, then that's not you being authentic. That's not you being real. That's you putting up a pretty picture and wanting to make other people believe you've done the work that you haven't fully done. So this is you not being authentic. This is you reaching out and realizing and being able to look at yourself and saying, you know what? That's not true about myself and I need to work on it. That's not lining up with what I say. And so you need to look into you. If you're noticing those things in other people, then those are the people who don't need to be in your life. But also sometimes you're going to notice that in other people because it's true in you and you don't want to look at yourself. You have to really be able to look at yourself and say, I want others to treat me this way, but I don't treat others this way. And I don't treat myself this way. So you're going to really need to look inwardly and know the difference between deceiving yourself and deceiving others. The next one is one of the ones that I got yesterday for our collective reading too. It is the Wasp, but it's reversed. It's coming out of anger. We're coming out of the anger. We've been in a very collective space of angry that stuff is changing, wanting everything to go back the way it was, and just being angry that things are not the way that we want them. And the reason for that is because we were shaken out of some really toxic patterns. We were shaken out of some really toxic relationships. We were shaken out of some really toxic beliefs. We were shaken out of some really toxic jobs, some really toxic family situations. And we're pissed off because those things changed and we still haven't found our footing yet. It was for our own good. So we're going to need to let that go, let that anger go. Your next one is the Novice. This is your Fool. This is your Fool in tarot. It's beginning a journey. Innocence, beginner, taking the first steps, new beginnings. This is you realizing that every day you're a student. You were never the expert. Once we start believing that we're the expert, that's when we believe there's nothing left to learn. Every day we're a student. Whenever we fall short of our own expectations, when we fall short of other people's expectations, we remind ourselves we're still learning. Everything about this life is about still learning. When I am dead, that's when I know the lesson is learned. If I'm still breathing, if I'm still talking to you, then I still have work to do. I will never arrive. I will never get to that place where it's like, where we just feel like I've learned everything I need to learn in this life and I'm just done now. We're going to continue on. And with every breath that we take, we need to be learning and understanding that our soul still has a mission for us here on earth, that we are still supposed to be doing the internal work, that we're still supposed to be inspiring ourselves and others to their best self. I want to thank you for hanging out with me for the reading. If you've never had a reading with me, I would love to read for you. Your personal readings are all recorded like this, and you do get a video of it so that you can go back and intake everything that I've said for you. I will put the link below if you'd like to schedule a reading. And I will look forward to our collective energy moving forward. And I will encourage you We're moving out of it. Don't feel stuck. You're not stuck. We're all moving forward. Just trust yourself, trust your intuition, close your eyes and step forward like the Fool. You've got this.